All right, so after a screen print job is done, then I have to tear the screen down. I have to clean up the old ink uh, and put everything away, and then strip that screen down to be able to reuse it for another job. But I'm going to show you how this happens as far as tearing this down. After the printing is all done, you can see I have ink all over the screen here on the squeegee right here. And this one was black ink. So I have a little quart of black ink here, and I got to put the ink that's in the screen back into the bucket. Now this ink is really thick. It's a lot thicker than the emulsion that I put on the screen. It's I don't know. It's consistency of like a heavy pudding maybe. So you can't really pour it anywhere. You got to scoop it. And so this squeegee here is covered in ink. See it there? And then I'm just gonna just scoop it right back into the tub here. I'm trying to set it up so you can see how that works. Go this way. There we go. And that just scoop down, boop, right in. And I don't need to make these squeegees completely clean. Like I don't need to scrub them clean every time because this ink never dries, never air dries anyway. You have to run this ink through a heated oven or dryer, and that cures the ink. The liquid part of the ink evaporates out in the dryer and leaves the solid parts behind. That's what stays in the shirt. So the ink on the squeegee here doesn't need to be completely wiped off, completely clean. It'll stay wet and usable for a long, long time. So that's it for the squeegee. And then I gotta scoop the ink off of the screen itself. You'll notice I have masking tape down on the screen, and that's to help with the cleanup process, plus also plug any spaces along the edge of the design so the ink doesn't go through the screen where I don't want it to go through. So that's pretty much it for that particular screen. Then I take a plastic bag, and there's lots of different ways people do this, but this one way I found works out pretty good. Take a plastic bag. It's just a sandwich bag that you can get that I got at the restaurant supply store, or Clearfield Wholesale Paper actually is where I bought these. But get a whole roll of them. There's like 5,000 bags in a roll. And I just put my hand inside the bag and then pick the masking tape up. Now that's got wet ink on there, so I don't want to get that on my fingers as much as possible. So I just drop it in the bag, grab it with my hand. Do that with all the tape on the screen. This is a pretty satisfying part of the job because I know I have the job done, and this is kind of a fun part of the job for me. It's all fun, but this one I know that I'm on the home stretch as far as having the job done and getting ready to clean the screen. Now, I have tape on the underside of the screen here because there was another logo on the screen that I had to tape off, so I didn't print the logo that I didn't want on there. So then I forgot to. There, I just turned the bag inside out. Now this is, all protected and closed up. It's not going to stick to the inside of the garbage can. Not going to get ink anywhere else. Don't have any ink on my hands. Even the hand that I was peeling masking tape with didn't get ink on it. Now I just throw that in the garbage. And then the screen here, unloosen the adjustment knobs here, and I just slide that screen right out. And that's these shirts I printed yesterday. And this logo here is what I had taped off on the underside. So this was the over the heart or left chest logo. And then this is the full back logo down here. So I put them both on the same screen because they were both the same color ink. And I could get 2 images on one screen. That just is a little more efficient that way. I just have to tape the one off after I print it. So that's it. That's tearing the screen down and trying not to get ink on myself. Next step will be scrubbing the ink off of this screen in the wash tub, and then stripping the emulsion off, and then recoating the emulsion like I showed you in the other videos, and starting the process all over again. So thanks for watching.